Hello, beautiful and pristine souls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Hee-chan and this is Poise and Pristine Tarot, where I offer intuitive tarot readings, mostly in the form of pick a card reading. So for today's reading, our topic will be what is blocking your love life. So for anyone who are currently at a state of stagnation, or maybe you just end an extremely painful relationship, or maybe you didn't see where your love life is going, I believe that this will be the reading for you. For today's reading, you'll be choosing between the Devil card from 3 different tarot decks. So group number 1, you got the Devil card from the Phantasm of Life tarot deck. Group number 2, you got the Devil card from the Heartscape tarot deck. Group number 3, you receive the Devil from Oriens Animal Tarot deck. Okay, feel free to pause the video and meditate to let your intuition guide you to the group that is calling out for you the most. And if you are drawn to more than one group, then feel free to check out all of them, because I believe that there will be a message for you in each of the reading. So my beautiful viewer, I will see you in your reading. Hello, my beautiful group number 1. Welcome to your reading about what is blocking your love life. Thank you for being with me here today, and I hope everything is going well for you. So I'm really excited for today's reading that we can explore together. What is it that is currently blocking your love life? What is it that currently blocking you to your soulmate, your twin flame, your life partner? And of course, we will also explore what past wounds or patterns are affecting your romantic relationship. And finally, how can you break free from these obstacles so that you can better find out the love of your life sooner? Okay, group number 1. Let's get started with your reading. So you have chosen the Devil from Phantasm Tarot deck, and this will be the tarot deck that I will use mostly for your reading. Let's get started. So group number 1, what is blocking your love life? What is blocking your love life? Group number 1. So you got the World. Oh, by the way, I don't read cards in reversal. So whenever the card comes up in reverse position, I will still read it upright, okay? The World. This is such a beautiful card. I will put it in the center of your reading. What is blocking your love life? And you got the World. Some kind of cycle. You got 3 of Cups. You got Death. Oh, transformation. The World, and then Death. You got Temperance. You receive a lot of major arcana, so I think what is blocking you is something of extremely importance and significance. Maybe it is some type of life lessons, or maybe a karmic situation that you need to get over in order to finally reunite with your life partner, your destined loved one. Okay, you got the 9 of Pentacles. Something about your living standards as well, your standards. The Devil. Oh, the Devil reappear. I will put it here. You got 7 of Wands. And you got the Strength card. I want to see if there is any past wounds or trauma, or how do I say, karmic debt or patterns that is blocking your love life as well, that is affecting your romantic relationship. Is there anything? The Hangman. The Hangman. Can you see it? I will move everything up a bit. Yeah, so that you can see them more clearly. The Hangman. You got 4 of Pentacles, patterns, wounds. You got the Magician. And then you got, I will pick this one. 5 of Wands. Okay. I will read the cards over here first before we come to the, the advice or how you can further, how do I say, how you can further break free from those obstacles and patterns so that you can discover your love, the love of your life earlier and easier. So group number 1, what is it that is blocking your love life? First and foremost, group number 1, I think you are someone who have an extremely high standard regarding the quality of life. So you have a high standard on your environment, on your work, on your friendship, and for your romantic relationship as well. There is something about you that I truly believe that the thing that is blocking your love life is not something about yourself. It is mostly because of the current environment that you are living in. So, for example, if you are someone who has more traditional, who hold more traditional values, then the environment around you is not particularly value those traditions anymore. So if you value chastity, for example, the people around you are keep telling you to, just have sex, just have one night stand, just explore sexual activities with no further responsibility, and it is not something that resonates with you, with your value. So I think it is not about you, it is about the difference between you and your current environment. The value both parties are holding is not matching. There is no matching between you and what the market, the environment can offer you. I can see here that you are someone who has gone through lots of cycle. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a relationship before in order to have a cycle. A cycle can be something you experience directly or indirectly. Maybe you have someone who is extremely close to you, for example, for your sister or your bestie, who experience an extremely painful and toxic relationship. And by watching their journey, by learning from their experience, you can draw the message, the lesson for yourself, and it can help you to complete one cycle, even though you are not the one who directly experienced that cycle. So over here, I think you have went through a lot of cycle, so you have transformed yourself. The you today is extremely different from the you from 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 5 years ago. You are not someone who got stuck in one stage of life. You are someone who has a growth mindset. That's why you keep growing and transform yourself over time. And because of such transformation and growth, I don't think the environment around you can catch up with you. The environment around you is, I don't want to say low quality, but I don't think you are in the right pool. That is the concept over here. You are not in the right pool. The one you are looking for, the life partner that you are looking for, is not living in, doesn't exist in your current environment, in your current dating pool. That's why you find it so hard to really engage with someone, to really get into a serious relationship with anyone, because your standard is up here and their standards are over here. So there is a gap between your expectation and your standard and your environment, your dating pool standard. And I do see that you are not willing to lower your standard. The Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands over here. clearly draw the picture about someone who is contented with their life, who feel fulfilled, who feel independent, who got their life together, at least in, you know, in other aspects like work or career, or maybe study, education, not love life, okay, but other aspect of you is pretty taken care of already, and that is your current living standard, and you are not willing to back down from that standard. You are not willing to lower it just to get into a relationship. So you know your worth and you know that you deserve something better. That's why you are not compromising, and that is a blockage for your love life. I cannot tell you whether this is a right or a wrong decision. However, I do think that if we compromise our standard to something lower, even if you can get into a relationship, it will not last long. You will feel hurtful, you will feel taken advantage of, you will feel bitter very soon into the relationship if you don't feel like it is the right one for you right from the start. So I don't think this is a bad thing. I think it's good that you keep your own standard. It's good that you have a growth mindset. It's good that you keep transforming yourself over time. And if that is the reason why you haven't been able to meet the love of your life yet, then I don't think it is a problem. At least for me, I think if you are happy with your current life, even if without love, then it's okay. Let's look into your how do I say patterns or past wounds that is also contributing to this situation of that blockage in your love life. So there is someone who is pursuing you. I don't think that you are someone who is single. There must be some pursuer, whether you know them or not. You appear to me to be extremely seductive. I think you do have seductive quality in you, whether you are aware of them or not. People are drawn to you whether you are aware of them or not. I think that you are aware of the pursuer just because they are not up to your standard. That's why you never really count them into your love life. So regarding the past pattern, I think, how do I say, group number one, you still have a mindset about, you know, what is mine is mine, what is yours is yours. I think when we get into a relationship, whenever we talk about love, sharing is something, sharing and compromising, not compromising on standard, but compromising on the way of doing things, or maybe the differences between two people. I think that is an extremely important aspect of love. However, we do see over here the Four of Pentacles are extremely reluctant to let go of their own way of thinking, their own way of doing something, as well as their material possessions. Group number one, I don't know about your financial status, but I do think that you have a feeling people will take advantage of you, especially regarding your money. Maybe you had a relationship before where the other parties took advantage of your financial income or your financial assets and, you know, possession, and that caused a wound, a trauma into you. Maybe that person, the ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, used to take your hard-earned money, used to maybe spend it on something that you are not happy with, maybe gambling, alcohol, or maybe just entertainment. So that caused you to really be cautious because you don't want to be taken advantage anytime anymore. You don't want people to really come to you because of your financial status. That is one thing. And you also have the tendency to really talk back to people, group number one. The thing that I see over here, I don't know your gender, but I don't see the feminine energy in the picture. And within a relationship, there should always be a feminine and masculine energy. And the feminine energy is the energy that will keep everything smooth, that will prevent all kinds of arguments and challenges between the two people. However, the Five of Wands appear, and it is heightened masculine energy. It is heightened conflict and disagreement. So the Five of Wands is asking you, group number one, to look back, to reflect onto yourself, to see whether you are letting your masculine energy take a hold of you, or maybe because in your past relationship, the other person, your partner, didn't really exude enough masculine energy, and you have to do the masculine part for them as well. That's why your masculinity is heightened in the past relationship. And I don't think it will be the case if you really meet the right person. Then if the right person can have a balance between masculine and feminine energy, then you don't have to really use too much of your masculine energy anymore. You will have a chance to explore both your masculine and your feminine energy. But at the time being, at the current stage of you in love, I do think that you are embracing a little bit too much of masculine energy. And too much of masculine energy always cause conflict, always make a person become kind of bossy, this type of feeling. They will try to, how do I say, can you see this girl? She trying to fight in order to get all those toys for herself and her only. She is not willing to share the toys with everyone around. And this is the problem combining with the Four of Pentacles really highlight this problem, this pattern in you, that you tend to gatekeep yourself too much. You tend to be too overprotective of yourself, of course, because of past trauma, past relationship. Maybe someone had hurted you before. That's why you become extremely cautious to other people, and you try to gatekeep yourself, you try to protect yourself, and you are not afraid to get into quarreling or disagreement with other people to protect yourself. However, it will not help you in the long term regarding your love life, because whenever it comes to love, there should be some kind of sacrificing as well as some openness, both openness of the mind and openness of the heart. Being too protected and also too confrontational will not be helpful regarding your love life. Yeah. Also, group number one, the Magician and the Hangman is appearing over here. And I truly believe that they speak a very important message. I think you have a very clear image of what type of lover, of life partner that you want in your life. However, having a high standard is good. However, having too high of a standard will not be beneficial for you, because there is no one in the whole population on this earth that can be perfect, right? Everyone will have their own strengths as well as their weaknesses, and you have to compromise, you have to accept, you have to embrace the other person's weaknesses if you really love them. So I'm not saying that you should lower your standard. However, try to prioritize which standards is compulsory, is negotiable, which means they must always be met in order for you to come together with the love interest. However, there are some standards that can be compromised as long as they don't really affect the relationship, and then they are trivial. If they are too trivial, then try to think on from a different viewpoint. Try to let go of those standards. Try to compromise just a little bit, because no one will really be a perfect man or woman. No one can really fit 100% with your ideal image. And if you keep clinging to the perfect image, then it will become an obstacle in your way to your true love. Sometimes we have to, look the other way, right? People are not perfect. We have to accept that, and we have to acknowledge the good side of people, and determine for ourselves whether we can, appreciate those strengths and goodness, and let go of other more trivial traits in them. Let's see if we have anything here for you more. Group number 1. You are a really strong person. I think you know what you want in life. You have experienced enough relationship, either directly or indirectly, in order to understand yourself, your need, and what you want in life. And that's why you are really focused on the one true love that you really have in your mind, that you imagine, that you manifest. And then this time, if you are experiencing a stagnation in your love life, if you are not meeting anyone that can really become your next partner, then don't think that it is a blockage. It is actually a time for reflection, a time so that the correct, the right person can have time to come to you, because the timeline of each individual in this earth is different, right? You have your own timeline. Your next partner have their own timeline, and you have to wait until the right chance come, and then the two paths can finally meet each other somewhere. So yeah, if you are experiencing a stagnation, or if you just broke up with someone and is currently not having any dating going on anymore, then yeah, this is a time for you to really, looking back on yourself, reflect on your standards, trying to imagine and manifest the right person, and let them have time to come to you. This is not a time for you to be impatient, because I think you have all the right cards in here. Yeah, group number 1. Do we have any other question that we want to ask? Let me just ask a simple advice for you, like what can you do in your current situation so that you can really accelerate the way to your next love, or to the love of your life. Group number 1, is there any advice for you so that you can really accelerate the process? You got the 7 of Pentacles. Focus in your work. Focus in your work, group number 1. So sometimes when you are not looking, the love of your life will come. Or maybe sometimes you will meet them at the very unexpected places. Maybe when you are busy working, they will be somewhere within your workplace. They can be your business partner. They can be, within your business and professional network. So the advice for you is to not focus on love right now, but maybe focus on the thing that you can do, especially regarding your work and your career. Focus on maybe take care of your look, take care of your style, take care of your well-being and your health and your nutrition. Yeah. What else can we have for you, group number 1? Ace of Cups. Oh. The Ace of Cups appear. So I think you are not really at peace right now with your love life. Maybe you become impatient because the one that you're trying to look for isn't coming in anytime soon, and you feel impatient about it. However, the Ace of Cups appear to let you know that maybe you just need to sit down and have a cup of tea enjoy your leisure time and maybe explore more aesthetic hobby in order to really, nurture yourself, nurture your soul, your how do I say, your soul and your mind and your heart. And when your heart is ready, when your mind is ready, the right person will come. So it is not telling you to take any action regarding dating at all. So you don't have to go out there and try to date people around in order to accelerate this process. You just need to take care of yourself and your mind. Group number 1. Okay, finally you got Page of Cups. Oh, this is the same measures as the Ace of Cups. There are other kinds of relationship in the world outside of romantic relationship that you need to explore. Maybe you can reconnect with your own friends, maybe reconnect with your ex-colleagues, or maybe with your family member, and try to open your heart, try to soften yourself, try to be more loving, not necessarily in a romantic way, but in a platonic way as well. When you nurture yourself and nurture your heart enough, it will become a extremely fertile ground so that love can really sprout and can really grow on it. So yeah, it is such a beautiful message. So group number 1, this is all I have for you, and I hope you like the reading. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss any of my future reading. Group number 1, I hope all the best for you, and I hope you can really take this advice so that your love life can come to the next chapter really soon, and you will meet the love of your life or your next partner who will meet all of your standards. So group number 1, I wish you all the best. Thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 2. Welcome to your readings about what is blocking your love life. So you have chosen the Devil card from the Heartscape tarot deck. Why is it not? Okay. So this will be your reading. If you are experiencing a stagnation in your love life, or maybe you have had relationships before but it didn't work out, and you are wondering what is blocking you from finding your true love, then yeah, I believe this will be a reading for you. So my beautiful group number 2, let's get started with your reading. So this is the Heartscape tarot deck, and we'll be using this tarot deck to answer most of the questions in this reading. So my beautiful group number 2, what is blocking your love life? What is blocking your love life? Okay, you got the 8 of Wands. Oh, this is such a beautiful 8 of Wands. You got the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, you got the 6 of Wands. So beautiful, 6 of Wands. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You got Death. Oh, you received 2 major arcana in consecutively. And then you got the Tower. 3 major arcana. Okay, this is something big. I will not jump the gun and tell you yet. However, I do think it is something big. Oops, sorry about that. I think some of my doors just slammed somewhere. I want to also ask, like, is there any, how do I say, past wounds or patterns that are affecting your romantic relationships? So we all have traumas and unhealed wounds in our life, right? I want to ask for you, group number 2, whether is there any of such thing that is really being an obstacle in your way to your future love. So you got the Hangman, stagnation. You got Temperance. Oh, calmness. And you got 3 of Cups. Unhealed wounds or patterns. I feel like I want more cards, so I will just pick out more cards for you. You got 8 of Swords. Oh. And you got the King of Swords. Okay. Let me rearrange the cards a bit and then we will get started with your reading. Okay, I'm back, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. So what is blocking your love life? Because this is a collective reading, so I will have multiple energies going on over here and I will try to interpret each scenario, each type of energy, and whichever one is more, suitable, whichever resonates with you better, then you can take that message. So for some of you, group number 2, I do feel like you are someone who valuing your own freedom and you also have your own ideas of success, especially in terms of career success. You are an active person, that you are always on the move and you want to do something with your, how do I say, your status, your professional status, your financial stability, and your success in general. That's why you invest a lot of time and effort into your work. And because you spend so much effort into one aspect of life, other aspect of life can be neglected, and that is the reason why I see over here that maybe it is something that is blocking your love life. You are putting too much attention to your work and your career to the point where it keeps you busy all the time and that you don't have time to really go out and see other people's and maybe expanding your network or your dating experience. And obviously it will become an obstacle in your way to your love, because if you don't go out there and meet people and date, then how can you find the love of your life, right? I do know that sometimes we will find them in unexpected places, for example in our work environment, or maybe at a bar, at a coffee shop, where we are just casually hanging around. But then in your case, I do think that you are so focused on your traveling, your work, your how do I say, your success over here, that you don't even see anything else aside from those aspects. And that's why you kind of have a blind spot, and within that blind spot, maybe the love of your life is there, So that could be one scenario for those of you. For others of you, I think you have experienced some kind of, death, whether it is literal or it is a death. It represents the ending of something. Maybe in the past you had relationships that almost come to the final stage of marriage. Or maybe you had marriage before, you even have children before, and you think that you almost there already. You have finally settled down in this world already. However, something had happened. The Wheel of Fortune is talking about events and situations that, how do I say, they events and situations that happened out of nowhere, unpredictably, that really changed the course of your life. Maybe something end, for example, you just got married and you got your first child, but then one or both of you got unemployed, and then your financial status went downhill extremely fast, and your relationships start to, how do I say, got into trouble because of the financial aspect of your life. Or maybe for a very small portions of you, maybe you have experienced a physical death of someone close to you, for example your spouse, your life partner at the time being, or your children, your child. Something tragic happened to you, and then it changed the whole situation. It changed the relationship between you and your past lover or past partner. And it caused you to be in such a painful situation. You feel so traumatic about it, and every time you think that you are going to have a successful relationship, there will be something unexpected happen again and again that broke the relationship, that separated you two, and that becomes something that you almost feel like the universe doesn't want you to find love anymore. You feel hopeless because every time you think you are almost there, you are back at the very starting point, and that is something that really depressing and discouraging for most people. So yeah, that could be the situation for some of you. Yeah, for the small portion of you, it could be the literal death of someone who is close to you that changed the whole nature of your relationship. And one more thing is that I can see those experiences and traumas had left painful wounds in you. That's why you need a lot of time to really heal yourself, to really get over those experiences. The temperance is talking about your state of mind at the time being. You don't want to experience any kind of pain ever again. You don't want it anymore. You don't want any more pain. You just want peace. You want, like I just listened to one podcast of Dr. Jordan Peterson, and he said something extremely interesting. He said that most of us don't want happiness. It is not happiness that we are chasing after. We just don't want to get hurt. So the thing about you is that for the time being, what you are looking for is not love or happiness. You are looking for not being in pain anymore. And the thought about those kind of painful situation, the feeling whenever you found someone and you thought that this could be the one and it turned out to be not, you don't want to experience that feeling anymore. That's why you are kind of limiting yourself. You are an extremely overthinking person. You are limiting yourself. Every time love approach you, group number 2, I feel like you will be like extremely cautious and you will stop it on its track. And you will tell yourself, what if it happened the way it used to happen before? What if this person eventually betrayed me just like the other person? What if this? What if that? And those questions really pop up and clouding your mind and really, overshadow all kinds of feeling you are having. So I think this is an extremely a difficult situation for anyone to be in, that the obstacle between them and their love is not something external. It is something internal. It is something that they have to fix within themselves, and that could be the hardest thing. If it's about not meeting the right person yet, if it is about having too high of a standards, I do think the situation will become much easier. However, your situation, your problems, your obstacles are that you are limiting yourself because you have been hurt before and you don't want to experience it again. So fear is stopping you from finding your love. You are not opening up, group number 2. I feel like you are pretty closed off. That's why love cannot find you, because you have to be in a state of welcoming, of openness, of being extremely feminine and fertile, so that love can come and flourish in you. So the day when you can finally get rid of your fear and then let your soul and your heart be open to love once again, that you are not limiting yourself with your fear, then you can finally find your love. So having an internal problem, internal obstacles, even though it is difficult, however, there is a positive side to it. if your problems is something external, for example, you are not in the right environment or something like that, then it will be hard for you to control the external environment, right? However, because your obstacle is within yourself, it is internal, therefore you, as long as you can really improve, you can get rid or maybe just lowering your level of fear, then the problem will be solved. And I think it is a positive side about it. So group number 2, let me see whether there is anything else that is currently blocking your love life. Oh, one more thing, group number 2, I do think that in your journey to love, you will not see the result too quick, to be honest. I do think that you, with your obstacles, with your fears over here, you will need relationship that last long, that you have to spend some time with the person, maybe even months or years with the person before you can really determine whether this is the right person or not. So you shouldn't look for quick results when it comes to love, because for your case, it will not be that kind of love. It will not be I'm sorry, fast and furious. It will not be an overnight success. You, with all your transformation and your cycle going on over here, you will need a type of love that is more slow, that is slower, that is more peaceful, that develop day by day. That's why if you don't have much patience, if you are someone who is impatient, whenever it comes to love and relationship, I do believe that it would be an obstacle for you on your way to your true love. So don't rush into anything. Your advice over here is that you need some time, whether it is the time for you to get rid of your current fear and limiting belief, or whether it is time for the other person and the relationship to really get to the stage where you want it to be. Okay, so let me use another tarot deck and ask if there is any advice for you in order to really overcome those obstacles, as well as is there anything that you can do, you can manifest, so that it will help you to accelerate the progress, so that you can get to the point where you can be success in love sooner. Okay, group number 2, what is it? What is your advice for you? So you got the work. Oh, the work is talking about cycle. So you have to understand that everything in life happens for a reason. And even though maybe the similar events happen to you over time and times again, however, you are not going in one circle. You are actually going up. It is a spiral movement. Every time it happens, you learn something so that you move to a more upgraded version of that. So even when events and situations repeat themselves all over again in your life, there is a meaning to it. There is something that you can learn from it. There is something different about it whenever it happens to you again. So don't ever think that, all those things just happen with the same pattern. They are not. They are not happening with the same pattern. Even with the same patterns, they're happening with different meanings, with different lessons. And you need to embrace those experiences, because it will be something precious and valuable for you in order to move up in your love life. One more thing is that I do say for a portion of the viewers for group number 2, you will be focusing too much on your work or your travel, or maybe your way to success in some other aspect of your life, that you are neglecting your love life. Then for those portion of you, I do think that the work card is talking about, if you are working hard, if you are climbing the ladder, then the work will have something better for you. So when you are at a certain level regarding your career success, right, your ideal love partner will be one type. However, when you move up the ladders and you become a more successful person, or maybe you become an expert and profile professional, something like that, then the ideal love partner of you will change. That image will change. So the work will always have something better for you. If you already spend a lot of effort in different aspects of your life, especially work and career, then try to look around to a wider pool, a wider candidates pool. Okay, maybe you don't always have to date people from the same country. If you come from the States, right, try to look for a partner in Europe, in Asia, something like that. The work is wider, is bigger than what you are currently experiencing. So you are a capable person and you have a successful career, then why not, right? Expand your love life internationally. That could be a message for some of you. Okay, group number 2, what else do we have here? You have Page of Wands. Oh, your advice is that maybe sometimes you need to take some action. Don't be too passive regarding your love life. Even when you haven't gotten over your fear over here just yet, even when you are still overthinking, try to have some dates, because you need to go to dates in order to get the universe to understand what you are wishing for. You have to get into some kind of movement, into motion, so that you will create a ripple effect, the butterfly effect, so that the universe will understand that you are still looking for love, you are ready for it, you want it, so that the universe will deliver something to you. Try to do small steps, try to take small action. It doesn't have to be something like try to get into a relationship or anything. You can just going on casual dates, meeting new people, getting to know people, spreading the news around, trying to get yourself into some kind of action, so that you will accumulate some motion over here, and then the universe will help you to do the rest. Okay, what else do we have for you? Group number 2, you got the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups together with the Page of Wands really complete the picture over here. So your advice is that you should go out more. Group number 2, you are letting your fear getting the better part of you, and it's time for you to be open once again. If you are shy, if you are reluctant to going to on dates, then you can meet your friends, you can go out and hang out with your friends. Maybe some of them will introduce someone to you, or maybe they will just find some other friends and hang out together. So being around people is very important to you. Group number 2, you need to have some more interpersonal experience. You need to have some more interpersonal actions going on, so that everything can move up for you. Don't stay at home too much. Group number 2, it is not really good for you. Aside from going to work, aside from climbing the ladder over here, try to really go out, hanging out with people, going on dates, and maybe just talk with people. It is really an important message for you. Do we have more? Five of Swords. Try not to argue too much. Group number 2. Nine of Pentacles. And take care of your own well-being, your nutrition, your appearance in general. So you have been focusing on your career, right? You must be financially available at some point. So try to put some of that money into yourself. Try to pamper yourself for a bit. Maybe you need a new haircut. Maybe you need a new bag or new closet, something like that. And if at any time you are feeling like you are into confrontational. If you feel like you are arguing with people too much, then you need to limit that, because the tendency to argue with people speak a lot about our inner world. If you try to win an external argument, that means you are not having a peaceful inner world. So yeah, try to go out, try to meet people, but don't get into any kind of argument. If someone disagree with you on any type of ideas at all, then don't try to argue with them. Move on with the next friends or the next dates, and keep exploring all of your choices, all of your options. Don't try to argue with other people regarding your love life. Just going around meeting more anyone who doesn't agree with what you want, then just move on without them. And I truly think that will help to empower you in this journey towards love, and it will greatly help you to overcome your fear and anxiety over here, as well as channeling the energy so that the universe will understand what you are looking for in a relationship and deliver that to your doorstep. So yeah, group number 2, this is all I have for you today. Thank you for listening. If you like the reading, please like and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss any of my future reading. If you resonate with this reading, or if anything doesn't really resonate with you, I would love to hear your comment as well. So yeah, group number 2, I wish you all the best on your way to your future and your next love story. And I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 3. Welcome to your reading about what is blocking your love life. And you have chosen the Devil card from the Oriens Animal Tarot deck. I'm really happy to have you with me here today, and I hope everything is going well in your life. Okay, so group number 3, if you are experiencing some kind of stagnation in your love life, or maybe you have just ended a relationship, or you are having difficulties in your current relationship as well, then I think this is a reading for you, so that you can really explore what is it that blocking your love life, and then how can you break free from those obstacles, those blockages, so that you can improve your love life for the better. So group number 3, let's get started with your reading. So you got the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, everyone, all the group in today's reading received some kind of Pentacles. So the other 2 groups received the 9 of Pentacles, I believe, and you received the 10th. Okay, you received the 7 of Wands. Next is the Queen of Wands. Just a disclaimer, I don't read cards in reversal. So whenever the cards comes out, I will read them in with their upright meaning. So just so you know, yeah. Next you will have the Hermit. Oh. And you will have the 2 of Pentacles. Do we need more cards? This is enough. I think I will draw more cards for you. You got the 7 of Swords. Oh. Next, I want to know if there is any past trauma or any pattern that you have, or maybe any kind of past relationship that is currently affecting your current energy and blocking your love life energy. So is there any patterns, any past wounds? You got Death. Oh my gosh. This is heavy. Group number 3. What's wrong? You got the 9 of Wands. Do we need more cards? I think we have space for more cards. So I will pick one more card. Ace of Wands. Where do I put it? and then Four of Wands. Oh, Ace of Wands and then Four of Wands and Nine of Wands. You receive tons of wands. But however, I don't see many major arcana cards over here in your reading except from the Hermit. So I think your problem is not really a problem. I think it is a good sign already. So group number 3, let's get started with your reading. What is blocking your love life? First of all, I have a feeling, group number 3, that you are not going out there and meeting a lot of people. I think you are focusing more on your current family, whether it is the family that you were born into, so with your parents, or the family that you built with someone else before. So maybe if you have a child or children with an ex-partner, then that is where you're currently putting most of your energy in. So because of family matters, whether it is your parents' family or your own family, you are spending a lot of time at home or maybe between your house and your workplace. You don't really go out there and have any initiative in meeting new people, dating, or finding love interests. I do think that is one thing that is blocking your love life energy. For some people, the universe will deliver the love of their life to your doorstep. It is like a 1 in a million situation. For most of other people, if they want to find the love of their life, they will need to engage in some kind of dating activities, or at least they need to go out there and meet new people. And I think for your situation, group number 3, you belong to the second group, which means you need to go out there and meet other people. However, because you spend so much time within the boundary of your house and your family, that's why you don't have more time to explore the love interest options over there in the outer world. One thing about you, group number 3, is that you are a strong person. I feel a lot of feminine energy in you, so I will tend to think that you are a female. If you are really a female, you are attractive. I think you are not too old, like at least you are younger than 40 something. I don't think group number 3 will consist of people who are older than 40s. You appear to me as a young person, and even if your biological age is a bigger number, however, you retain that youthful feeling with you. Maybe it is the way you look, your skin, your hair, that really speak about youthfulness. So you are youthful, you are seductive, you are really attractive. Group number 3, you receive the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is a popular love interest. There will be tons of pursuers who try to get her attention. However, the problem with the Queen of Wands is that she knows her worth, she knows her attractiveness. That's why she will not just settle down for anyone. One more thing about you is that you tend to believe in yourself. You tend to be extremely independent. So you don't need other people to validate your value. That's why maybe when men or when love interests approach you, they will think that you don't need them. You don't feel interested in them, and they feel like they are not worthy of your time. It may not necessarily be the thing that you are thinking. However, this is how other people feel about you. They feel like you have everything to yourself already. You are attractive. You have money even, because we see the 2 of Pentacles over here. So you are balanced. You have both the external well-being and the internal well-being. That's why they cannot contribute anything to your life at the time being, and that will discourage most other people. And because you are so independent, right, you tend to protect your own belief and opinions. And that may cause a little bit of conflict between you and the love interest that is coming in. So when people start talking to you, if you come out too strongly at one time or another, people will feel like they are not respected, even though it is not something you are trying to communicate. You are just trying to prove a point. However, that's how people see you. And yeah, that will discourage most people, to be honest, because when people come into a relationship and come into a love, right, at the very first stage, they want to feel like they can contribute something to the relationship, they can bring something to the table, and that will boost their confidence. However, in your case, you don't let other people have the chance, the opportunity to really put something on the table. So that is really intimidating, group number 3, even though you are so attractive and people are so drawn to you. However, at the same time, people feel so intimidated by you. Okay, is there any past wounds, any past trauma, or what should I say, or patterns that are affecting your romantic relationship? So you received death. Oh, you received death over here. I didn't notice it before. I think you only got the Hermit as your major arcana. Death, Ace of Wands, 7 of Swords, 4 of Wands, and 9 of Wands. There is patterns within your cards over here. You receive a lot of Wands and a lot of Swords, right? No, mostly the Wands. So Queen of Wands, 7 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Ace of Wands. If your zodiac sign is either Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or maybe you have those signs as your big 3. So big 3 is your ascendant or your rising sign, your moon sign, and your sun sign. So if you have a heavily influence of fire sign in your chart, then I totally believe that this is a reading about you. You have problems about going too fast, group number 3. People cannot catch up to you. So once you catch feeling to anyone, your feeling will develop extremely quickly, and then you will expect the other person to show the interest to you just as quickly. You don't want any delay. You want to jump right in the relationship. You going on dates, having romantic dinners, I mean going traveling together, and even planning engagement and marriage extremely soon. So you are going too fast, and sometimes people cannot catch up to you, cannot have that same speed, especially if you used to date earth sign and water sign. So earth sign is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Water sign is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Those 6 zodiac sign is extremely slow when it comes to feeling, because they don't want to get hurt, because they want time to really reflect on the relationship and contemplate whether the two of you are a good match. However, for you, if you love someone, if you catch feeling for someone, you want to move to the next stage extremely fast, and you want them to have the same speed with you. However, if people cannot do it the way you do it, if people cannot move as fast as you will lose interest extremely fast, and that is something that can really block your success for love, because love is something that should be long lasting, that should people call life partner for a reason. So life is an extremely long period, right? If your feeling comes and goes too quickly, then people cannot trust your feeling. They cannot trust something that developed too quickly because it is so unreal. People say easy come, easy go, right? And it applied to love as well. So when you are moving too fast and the other person cannot move as fast as you will think that they are not interested. However, it may not be the case. It is just maybe they move at a different pace, different speed from you. However, you overthinking yourself. You will draw all kind of situation in your head, and it is not healthy. It is totally not healthy when you try to judge people based on your own standards. So if there is any kind of wounds or trauma or patterns that is currently blocking your love life, group number 3, I do want to highlight that tendency of you. So try to move slower, try to be less doubtful about people. And on the other hand, I also see death appear over here. So there is a tendency of overreacting, of going to the extreme within you that you need to fix, group number 3. Maybe you were betrayed before. That's why you have a more, how do I say, skeptical outlook on life. You are suspicious of other people if they cannot do what you do, if they cannot deliver what you deliver into the relationship, then you tend to become suspicious of other people. And that suspicion, if it grows too big, it will eventually cause the relationship to break, right? So that tendency is not healthy, and I don't think it will be healthy for anyone to hold suspicion in their heart whenever they step into a relationship. So how about next time when someone cannot match your speed in love? Maybe they are slower to open to you. How about let them have the time that they need? How about don't overthink yourself? Don't suspect that they have other love interests, they have multiple options, that you are not the one for them. Try to give them the time that they need, and maybe things will getting better for you, group number 3. Let's see if there is anything over here that we want to highlight for you. So yeah, one aspect is that you are coming too strongly in other people's eyes, that you are almost intimidating people. And the other aspect is that once you fall in love, you fall too fast that people cannot catch up to you. I want to ask, is there any advice for you, group number 3, so that you can really overcome those obstacles or patterns to accelerate the process in order for you to meet the love of your life, the right person for you, or maybe to fix your current relationship, whatever it may be the case. So group number 3, we will ask about, is there any advices for you in order to, overcome those obstacles? You got the devil. Oh, the devil. You got King of Cups. You got Six of Cups. Oh, group number 3, I want to be extremely honest with you. So for some of you, I do think that sometimes you jump into a relationship because of the sexual attraction between you and your love interest. However, sexual attraction, even though it is something that crucial for a relationship to start, it is not the solid foundation to build love on. Love should be built on multiple other factors, for example, respect, mutual or common interests, and other things as well. So when you jump into your next relationship, try to ask yourself, what is it that you feel that make you feel attracted to this person? Is it the way they think, the way they look at life, their value, their education, their common interest with you, or is it just sexual attraction? Because you appear to me to be someone who is active in sexual activities. You have high desire. Don't let it take a hold of you. Don't let it control you. Don't get into a relationship with someone just because they fit your preference, your type of a sexual partner. Separate love and sex for once. Maybe deep dive into one person mind, one person heart. Pay more attention to the feeling. Even at time you will need to be in a platonic relationship with somebody before you decide whether they are the right one for you. So try to limit the sexual interaction between you and your love interest. Let the two of you have more time to develop feelings as well as understanding about each other. Try to be friends first. Try to be something innocent, something platonic first, and then when you are sure about this person, about the common interest, about your value and standard with each other, then you can move up to the next stage where you can be intimate with each other. Okay, so group number 3, is there anything else? 10 of Pentacles. See, you need to, those two kids, right? They are having the common interest of playing house together, building something together. And this is something you should explore whenever you meet a new person. Try to see whether they are looking for the same thing with you, whether they are trying to build something long-lasting with you, rather than just something temporary, something short-term. And you got, this would be your final card, the 4 of Cups. Disassociating yourself with your love interest for a moment. Try to have some distance and look into yourself. Ask yourself the question, what is it that I'm feeling for this person? Is it love or is it lust that is controlling my action? If you can really ask yourself that question and have a clear idea about your next person, then I truly believe that in no time you will find the love of your life. Because group number 3, you seem to me as an extremely active person, extremely brightful, attractive one. Is it not something hard for you to find someone? It is just whether you want to find someone really true for you. So yeah, group number 3, this is all I have for you, and I hope you like the reading. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss any of my future reading. I would love to read your comments about whether this reading resonates or doesn't resonate with you in the comment section, and I will make sure to reply to all of you. So group number 3, I thank you for listening for my reading for today, and I wish all the best for you and in your love life and in general. I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye.